My bad. I always forget to do this. That's my fault. My bad. My bad. I was on the wrong channel. I was on the wrong channel. Had to double back. I know y'all be laughing at me. I'm all right. Yep. Found you at last. I know. It's me.
Come back eventually and just take this thing out and run.
That's my fault. My bad. My bad. I was on the wrong channel. I was on the wrong channel. Had to double back. I know y'all be laughing at me. I'm all right. Yep. Found you at last. I know. It's me. It's me. It's not you guys. It's me. What's up, man? Hopefully y'all having an amazing day here. All right. I always forget to do that. Like I don't know why I do that so much. Like I be moving too fast, I think, and I'm just moving around too quick. I gotta slow my roll a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, so how's everyone doing? What's up? What's up? Who all we got in the chat today? What's going on, Ninja? What's going on, Natasha? We got Stay Consistent in the building. What's going on, Pensum? We got Palencia repping. What's going on, Joya? Got my D family in the building. What's going on, my baby? We got Bradley in the house. What's going on, Pete? We got FTMD in the building. What's going on, AT? Let's see. We got Lustrous in the building. What's good, Mandau? And we got Sunshine, my Ohio family repping. Let's go. What's going on, Cheryl? See here. You know who I didn't see? What's going on with Yosh, man? Yosh been showing up late all the time. Now you looking like me. All right, I'm the only one can show up. Let me. What's going on, EJ? Oh man, what's up, Grace? Got Charlie in the building. What's good? What's good? We got Tobias repping. He working. Oh, okay. Got you. Understood. Got to make that money. Shoot, at this point, I feel like everybody's just working doubles. Everybody's just doing their thing, working doubles. Like, you know what? I need more money for my portfolio. It counts more than ever now. All right, let me go ahead and get this in, man. I ain't about to even play around with y'all, man. I was over here checking out some stuff, seeing a few things. Let's see here. Quick refresh of old coin gecko. Let me go ahead and shrink my big mug down real quick. All right. See here. It says you was on the wrong side. What do you mean? It says Yoshi stacking for. It says wait even. Stacking even for. Stacking waiting for even a baby dip. Man, listen. At this point, like any little pullback is like woo. Like you get super excited about every little pullback in the market now. So like yes, it's definitely one of those times to be excited. Let's see here. It says, hey, Kurt, the Belgium police has a dog now. They can sniff out crypto storage device. That don't even make no sense. That's like saying they can smell MP3 players. What are you looking for? It's not like Bitcoin has a smell on the blockchain. Like, what do you just. That's silly. That's just silly. If I wish they would put that in the news. Like, the dog can smell your ledger. Like, okay, all right. So I guess they just bought a whole bunch of like a whole bunch of like just ledgers and just laid them out in front of the dogs and was like, "Go, here you go find them." Anyway, quick refresh of CoinGecko. Oh my goodness, quick refresh of old CoinGecko. Bitcoin making a little bit more of a jump. We're headed back up into. We're getting back close to the 70,000 mark. We got Ethereum right now hanging out at around 3,400. We got Tether at $1, BNB at around 596, almost at the $600 mark right now. Solana still hanging out at the 180. We've been kind of dancing around 180s for a while for Solana, but I'm not complaining. I'm really not. All right, Solana at around 189. XRP has been getting a lot of news. They said they're going to drop a stable coin now, so everybody's like going crazy over it. We'll get into it. But yeah, it's a whole thing with XRP right now. And let's look at some of the top gainers for the last 24 hours. Ortiz up 14%, Mantle 12%, Bitcoin Cash just had their halving, so that's one of the reasons why Bitcoin Cash is jumping. You know, I went and looked because I'm not a big fan of Bitcoin Cash. I'm just like, just never quite like could never really get behind it. So here's the deal: Roger Ver is one of like he was like touted as like Bitcoin Jesus back in the day. Like I couldn't stand that title for him. But anyway, he was a guy who was out really pushing the gospel of Bitcoin and crypto. And then he did something that he tried to play off like he didn't mean to do. And that's one of the worst things for like crypto people is like when we know you're being slimy and you try to play it off like you not being slimy. That you ever like been around somebody that's like you know they trying to be slick and they trying to act like I didn't know. You're like, bro, how could you not know? So Roger Ver started a website for Bitcoin Cash and he just named it Bitcoin.com. Tell me that don't look shady. Like, you know that look weird. If somebody's Googling Bitcoin.com and they go right to Bitcoin Cash's website, what you mean you didn't know? Like, you could have said BitcoinCash.com. Didn't do that, right? So it was a lot of back and forth and just weirdness. And he tried to push everybody over to Bitcoin Cash. It's the real Bitcoin. And he started doing all of that stuff. And it just got weird. So that's one of the reasons why Bitcoin Cash kind of lost its luster after a while. Like they did the fork, everybody got some free Bitcoin Cash, and then he started getting real weird, and then it just never really got like the traction that we were thinking it's gonna get. And every now and then you'll hear like some kind of crazy partnership with Bitcoin Cash or something crazy, but I just never could get behind it. It didn't really rub me the right way after I saw him do that. So yeah, Bitcoin Cash had their halving. It's one of the reasons why it's jumping up. People say, "Oh, should I get Bitcoin Cash? It's just as good as Stop. It's not just as good as nothing. Don't compare this to Bitcoin. It's not the same thing. All right." And then we got Chili's jumping up 10%. I know it was like a crazy long explanation, but just I want people to know because some of you guys are new, and if people are talking about Bitcoin Cash and they don't know the story behind Bitcoin Cash, you can get caught on the wrong side. Fun fact: Ethereum Classic also has a similar story where Ethereum Classic is the original Ethereum. It's actually the true Ethereum. But they had a hack and they had a vote, and the vote was, hey, we're going to split the blockchain and we're going to share the name Ethereum for a while. Whichever one of these projects gets more traction from the community or more traction from the public, they get to keep the name Ethereum, and the second coin has to change their name. So Vitalik decided to leave and make his own, and the guys who were originally creating Ethereum stayed with that project. Vitalik left, made his own, and will continue making his own because the vision he had was different, and he got to keep the name. And the original Ethereum changed their name to Ethereum Classic, right? Like it's their nice way of saying, hey, we are the original, kind of like Pepsi Classic, like it's the original ingredients to Pepsi, but everybody's like, we just like Pepsi, so no one cares. But yeah, this is not the same at all. So you get these kind of like copycat / homage to the original. So yeah, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, just knowing the stories behind them is good enough for you to stay on the right side of history and not get caught on the wrong stuff. All right. I just love the history of these coins. It is a little bit of a drama playing out inside of the market with coins and stuff. And then we got Chili's at 10%, Fetch AI at 9%, Makers up again. Like Makers at $4,000 right now. Like I love this for Maker. Like I'm so thankful that you guys were here early and being a part of this space. Cause yeah, see here. If you want to know, Kurt, I sent you a YouTube vid about the dog. Oh, so it's a real thing. Oh my gosh. Ah, boy. So what happens if you just like wrap the ledger in peanut butter? Do they find it still? Do they want it? Do they want the peanut butter? What if I wrap the ledger in a vacuum sealed bag? What are we doing now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's weird. Like, I don't, and the thing is, why are you looking for my ledger, police? Can we just start with the real question? You know, like, that's like saying, oh, we got to come in. We got to come take you into the precinct. Where's your safe deposit box? Like, what are we doing? And the crazy part is, if you get the ledger, you still can't do anything without me giving you the code. I was like, it's gonna be like they got a dog who can sniff out stone books now, so it's a whole thing. All right, let me see here. We got Mike in the building. What's going on, man? How you feeling today, bro?
Yo, what's good? I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. I see you got your racing hat on. You got your Ricky Bobby hat on. You want to go fast? Is this how we working today?
Yeah,
All right.
trying to get back above the all-time high now.
Man, bruh, it's a teeter-totter battle right now, I feel like. The chat just let me know that in Belgium they now have a dog that can sniff out ledgers. Like it's a video on YouTube and everything. Like the dog found the ledger. I'm like, first of all, why are they training dogs to find ledgers? Why do you want my ledger? You still can't open it without my information. Like, what are we doing?
That's got to be a joke. I mean, it's metal. Like,
That's something like it's like training a dog to find like an MP3 player. Like, what do we like? What's the like? How? Like, he's gonna find every electronic in my house because I definitely need to find my keys. I want a dog that can find my keys. Let's do that. All right. But yeah, for the most
that's
part,
wild.
everything is pretty much in the norm. Nothing too wild has happened. I mean, there are some stories going on right now. Like, let's see here. Let me see if I can bring this to you guys' attention real quick. Okay, so when you go to the old BIS, for you guys that may or may not know about these guys, BIS is the Bank of International Settlements. These guys are like the central bank of central banks. All right, like everybody reports to the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, right? If you're doing anything major and you're working around, moving money around the world, you're talking to these guys. And these guys are doing some pretty interesting things because when you click the link here, they're showing you right now that everything we've been talking about is actually happening. All right. They're exploring a tokenization of wholesale central bank money and commercial bank deposits on programmable platforms can improve the monetary system. This is not improving the monetary system. It is going to replace the monetary system because the one we have is completely outdated. It is horrible. They have a system called Swift. It is the most ironic name for that system because it is nothing fast or swift about it. Now, there are other projects that work hand in hand already with these systems they're looking to implement. One is XRP. Yes. Another one is Quant. Yes. Another one is HBAR. We know about all these ISO 22. We get it. We know. Myself, Mike, Nick, we all heard about it. We get it. These projects are going to start to take off, not more than likely right away, but down the line, as the system becomes more and more normalized and implemented, this stuff will start to happen. Mike, I honestly, bro, I'm going to be real with you. I think we're in the middle of something right now, bro. Like, there are hacks happening that aren't even being talked about at all. Like, so my grandmother, my mom's mom, she is, older lady. She's retired and she's on disability, right?
Mhm.
And this month, her disability didn't come through. And she calls me. She said, hey, I might need a little help. I'm just going through. I'm like, what's going on? She told me what it was. And I was like, oh, okay, that should get sorted out. No problem. So she goes down to the office. And she tells me that somehow her disability got sent to another bank account. And while she was there, there was at least 10 other people whose bank accounts got sent to whose disability got sent to other bank accounts. And she was saying that they're suffering some sort of hack inside of the government systems now. And they're not talking about it on the news.
Dang.
And this is the thing. So I'm like looking around and there's tons of people who are on disability whose checks went to different bank accounts. And I'm like, wait, what? And this isn't in the news. This isn't being talked about. So government money's being siphoned off and nobody's like, we're not even gonna, okay. So, and I keep saying, I'm like, bro, something is happening and there's just so many distractions going on at this moment. It's like, I almost feel like we're at war and they're just keeping us busy with distractions. Like there's attacks happening all over the place and everybody's just going to work. Like, don't bring it up. Don't say it out loud. And I'm like, this is some really creepy stuff, bro. So it kind of like woke me up a little bit. And I mean, not to get all off into like the system's falling apart, but we talk about how we haven't solved any of the problems that led us down the road of printing more money. And now we're lining ourselves up to print more money again. So there are a lot of weird things going on. And I know that there are some weird things happening, inside of crypto when it comes to like lawsuits and all that kind of stuff from, Gary and all that kind of stuff. Even Mike talks about how that information also feels a little more, let me see here. Oh, my bad. That information feels a little more, not so much nuanced, but it feels a little more aimed. Can I still use this border, Mike? I don't even know if I can still use this border. I like the one that says Mike and Kurt, but it still says DCX at the top. I like this.
Oh, Yeah, whatever. This looks good. Looks fine. Whatever. I like to see the names at the bottom. Looks cool.
Yeah, it just feels better. I don't know. It's a thing. I don't know. But yes, at the end of the day, I still feel as if we're lining ourselves up, since I'm still confused about how they can print money and still be in debt. Yeah, so the way it works is the Fed prints money and gives it to the banks, and the banks are already in debt, so there isn't really a solution to it. Like the system's already does it was flawed from the beginning. It's already been
Yeah.
designed to fall apart. Like every fiat system is born to die. It's never built to be an infinite thing. So with something like Bitcoin popping up and it has the double spend problem already solved, these big entities like the BIS are thinking, okay, so we can't be hacked. The money can't leave and go off and be, buried somewhere. We can track this stuff to the cows come home. And we can go ahead and track every payment if we want to. That's even better. We have even more power when we implement systems like this. So, yes, I know Jerome Powell just said recently that there's no rush for CBDCs, but he didn't say they weren't doing it. That was my biggest takeaway from that. He didn't say they weren't doing it. He just said there wasn't a rush. So, when I see stuff like this, it definitely rubs me a certain way. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is Q Day. Does anybody know what Q Day is? I think I've talked to you guys about this like once or twice inside of sessions. Okay, so I talked to you guys about quantum resistant blockchains, right? I talked to you guys about certain projects that I was looking into that have, let me see here, that have, they've implemented certain things that allow them to be a little more resistant to quantum computing, right? And I don't know why this thing does that sometimes, but we know now that quantum computing is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? It's not going to go away. We thought it was years away from now. We're thinking, okay, they're going to have some breakthroughs in computing power. Quantum computers are going to be on the way soon, but we got to be mindful that when they show up, they're going to disrupt the entire system as we know it. So, if you don't know what quantum computers are, they're computers that can process things at an incredible, when I'm saying incredibly fast rate, I'm underselling the whole experience. Okay? If it takes a normal computer to brute force hack a bank, it could take years to just keep working, trying to force itself into all the different passwords that could possibly work for a system. What it takes years for a regular computer to do takes minutes for a quantum computer to do. So quantum computers are being worked on by every nation. I don't care what country you Google, they're working on quantum computers. The United States and China right now are leading the path with it. Russia also has them. They're working on it as well. Projects like Cellframe, projects like, ILC coin are looking to make these blockchains quantum resistant, right? So when you see manage and build quantum safe blockchain solutions, I like projects like this because they're going to start plugging stuff like this into the blockchain. And the solutions that we have right now are horrible at best, right? Like they asked Vitalik, what are your solutions for a quantum hack on the blockchain, on the Ethereum blockchain? He says, oh, we're going to simply just roll it back until before the quantum hack happened. And I'm like, that's not a solution. That's not even a Band-Aid. It's going to get hacked again. You're going to be rolling this thing back for days. Like, that's not a solution. Same thing with Bitcoin. They're going to roll it back. And I'm like, that's not an answer. So I talk to you guys all the time about this stuff, but here's one of the things I wanted to show you guys because I was, on my Google and stuff. Quantum-based systems coming closer to reality every day. Microsoft claims breakthrough in quantum computing with experiments that successfully conclude the zero error. So it's coming closer and closer and closer and closer. And it's a whole thing with Q Day and all that stuff. Everybody knows about Q Days coming. It's a real thing. This is not one of those little like, oh, it'd be cool if, like, no, this is a real thing that's happening. It's taking place. And I want you guys to be very much mindful of where we are. This was like yesterday when this popped up. I always keep my eye on the quantum computing space because I know the closer we get to having functional quantum computers, the traditional banking system, if it's not, I don't even want to say if it's not ready now. It can hack every bank on the planet in a day. I just want to say that out loud so y'all understand how serious this is. It can hack one quantum computer can hack every bank in the world in a day, in half of a day. Okay? So I need y'all to know how serious it is. People say, well, what happens if it gets to blockchain? If it gets to crypto, it'll be the least of our troubles because the normal system that holds all the money is going to be drained. Okay? All it is for all these systems now are just zeros and ones on a screen. If they decide they want to go in and get the cutting stuff off, the only money we're gonna have is like silver and gold at that point. So I just want to make sure you guys are seeing what we're looking at right now in front of us and being mindful of it, because once the lights come back on, the only thing that's gonna matter are solutions. So I give you guys these kind of projects early, so that way, if and when something does happen, you're so far ahead of the curve that it doesn't even make sense. People are gonna be like, "How did you even know what quantum computers are? How did you know that could be an issue? What if what?" And you'll be like, "Yeah, we talk about that stuff on a regular, so it's not a silent thing that we're just holding on to and don't want to talk about." Yes, it's out here. Yes, they're building them. Yes, they're very scary. They're not building them for the reasons of hacking into things, but they're building them nonetheless, and they can do that. And my biggest fear is that an exceedingly advanced AI gets access to a quantum computer, and then we're really in trouble because the learning curve gets sped up exponentially. And yeah, you're up poops creek at that point. So I want to make sure you guys are definitely ahead of the curve when it comes to stuff like this. But the grand scheme of things for me right now is finding assets that actually are solving problems. Something like Cellframe, something like ILC Coin. And you know what, Nancy, she's already looking at a different webs, different stocks and everything. I gave you guys that information already. I'm not going to pull up Nancy again. But I just want to make sure you guys are on the right side of this stuff. Now, I digress. Let's get to the chart. Now, right now, dollar index is consistently pulling back. And I believe we're going to probably make a go for 50%. Because right now, 382 is not holding. Obviously, we kind of broke below, testing again. More than likely, we're going to get rejected and push right back down here into this area. So I believe Bitcoin may look to kind of run for a little bit more. Once we get to 50%, if we start to see a bit of a turnaround in this area, it could become very, very bearish for crypto. And I just want to be very clear. I'm waiting to see what happens at this level, because now we've already gotten a break of structure up here, and it's pulling back down to this area. It could be very beneficial because in that sense, we are officially trending with the low, high, higher low, higher high. Any pullback here, dollar could run, giving us a nice sell-off. This could happen potentially right around the halving, which could be one of those kind of, buy the rumor, sell the news scenarios where the halving happens, we get a bit of a sell-off. Everybody's worried and terrified. Oh no, this is horrible. And we're coming in scooping all this up with a big old ladle because we're excited about seeing the sell-off in the market. But I still believe 50K is going to be like the golden zone for anybody to come in and look to really kind of double down on getting their portfolio into a really beneficial position. Bitcoin right now is just, the more I look at it, the better it is. Every single day, I try my best to try to find areas and holes where it could be a narrative played out. At this point, there aren't, because us on this call, let's just be honest with each other. Us on this call, we're not very confident that the United States is going to come out of this stuff really, really well, right? It's one of the reasons why everybody's grabbing assets, right? People going crazy in the stock market, they're going crazy in the real estate market, they're going crazy in crypto. That's globally. That's not just in the United States. Every economy does not have a lot of trust in it right now because of what happened during COVID and because of how we haven't seen any real solutions arise since COVID. So all these assets are exceedingly attractive because there's very little trust in the fiat system now. So everybody knows it. The government knows it. The wealthy people know it. The political leaders know it. Right? So nobody wants to hold on to fiat. We all want assets that are going to protect us from this inevitable fiat collapse that will come, if not already happening. So yes, we are excited about getting into assets. Yes, we are watching the dollar closely, but at the same time, I'm not trying to jump the gun. I want to play this out with poise and nuance and making sure that we are all riding this with the right expectations and the right attention being paid to it. Because the one thing is, oh yeah, I glance at it every now and then, or I'm paying close attention because these levels are going to matter for my legacy's sake. These levels are going to matter for my portfolio's sake. So yes, the dollar right now hasn't been the biggest, most exciting thing, but we are pulling into areas right now where some decisive moves are going to make a difference inside of how we look at crypto moving forward. All right. Now, if we start falling through the floor here and making lower lows way down in here, yeah, that's a different type of break of structure. We're closing off whole systems now, looking to really make another move lower. And I told you guys, I've been monitoring this thing for quite a while. Let me go to the weekly for you guys, just so you can see where I'm at with this. Like, there's just levels within levels of this. So yes, we're playing out multiple Fibonacci levels, multiple harmonics inside of here. We have a major harmonic of a Gartley potentially making all the moves, hitting these areas and giving us a major sell-off down into these areas. And I'm telling you, this major sell-off for the dollar could be the entire bull run. Will it equal out a super cycle? If a super cycle goes into play and the dollar falls off a cliff, it could form a deep crab. If not a deep crab, a butterfly pattern. All right. And butterfly patterns get interesting to say the least. So I'm still keeping an eye out on a lot of this stuff right now. I don't want to get too caught up in the noise, but yes, this could be the entire bull run and the dollar just goes off a cliff down into these levels. And I love harmonics because it gives us a good idea of when this could potentially stop. So everybody gets so caught up in just, oh my gosh, it's never going to go down. This is a super cycle. And for us, we're like, yeah, look at the levels of the dollar first before you get to screaming something's never going to turn around. So yes, these give us great barometers to say, hey, you might want to start taking profit the closer we get to certain levels for the dollar, because it's still all a game at the end of the day. People are making money both ways, and they know when the dollar gets to a certain point, we're like, okay, we've seen enough. Let's go ahead and pull this thing back to the upside. It happens way more than I care to say, but I'm just letting you guys know now, yes, we're in a very interesting time. The dollar is playing out nicely. It's giving us a ton of opportunity. But in the grand scheme of it, yeah, I want to make sure we are all here for the right reasons and not getting too caught up in just the hype that the media is going to feed you. Because at this point, watching TV is almost like a detriment, man. Like anything on television is just designed to run you down a completely horrible road. So, yes, I am excited. There's a ton of great things happening. The RWA space, the real world asset space, has my head spinning. I'm researching some stuff right now. Mike's got me looking up some stuff right now that's got me in a whole nother rabbit hole. And I'm so busy like back and forth from one thing to the next thing that it's a lot. It's a lot happening at one time.
You look at the project I sent you?
That's what I'm going down this rabbit hole with right now, bro. I'm like,
okay. It's doubled since I sent it to you, but
that's what I'm trying to hurry up at this point. I'm like, okay, something's going on. Obviously, he knows something. So let me hurry up and figure this out. Also, are you going to AZ, bro?
Oh, bro, I would not be in AZ. I cannot travel right now.
Okay, all right. Accountant's probably cussing you out every day at this point.
Yeah, no, I can't travel at the moment. But
Let me see.
yeah, I sent it to you. I think 6 million market cap. It's at 20 right now, and it's probably about to run right here to 50.
Yeah, bro. That's just lame. No, listen, guys, we can't just drop stuff in your lap if it isn't vetted. Like a lot of this stuff has crazy risk attached to it, and we gotta vet it first. Because even if it's running now, it could turn around tonight. So you got to be mindful of this stuff.
Yeah, it looks good, but yeah, a little bit too risky. I'll share a couple of things that I dropped recently for you guys. Oh, wait, hold on. Did this thing just freeze?
Let's see. I'm telling you, Mike, just go get the computer, bro. I'll send you the link.
Did we just freeze?
No, you good now.
All right, what the heck? Yeah, definitely the enemy's attacking Ripple right here. Did you see this? I don't know if we were talking about this before.
I mentioned for a second. I know Ripple was launching a stable coin, and yeah, that's all.
Yeah, so stablecoin launching a stablecoin. That's cute. I mean, obviously they want to go deep into DeFi. You see what they said. We think it'll be over 2 trillion by 2028. We don't think it's the winner take all ecosystem, particularly on the DeFi side. David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, said that, and they're gonna do a public reserves every week or every month, just like Circle does. So this is like the Circle balance sheet of USDC, right? 3.32 billion in circulation, 32.4, and then you see how the reserves are greater, right? Because it needs to be over collateralized. So that's cool. Now they do have a point. Like other than Tether and USDC, DAI obviously is one of my favorite ones as well, but really other than Tether and USDC, like all these are pretty trash. Like they haven't gotten the traction at least. So XRP wants to get into DeFi. Last week you had XRPL go live. This was the project that I forgot. I don't know why I blanked. It's called Sologenic. This was a free airdrop that XRP holders got in December of 2021. And you could actually see here, some of these pools are starting to fill up. So it's not a lot of money yet. Solo and XRP. once again, this is like Solana type fees. There's no fees really. It's basically free to do transactions. USDC and XRP. This is going to be a really big pool. Obviously, USDC right now, they're going to have their own stable coin that will be somewhere in here. Flare and XRP. So people are providing liquidity. It does give XRP another use case, but so far some decent push up on XRP based off of that news. And at the end of the day, the more Ripple that is locked or, being staked or being provided for liquidity, technically that should help price at the end of the day. So let's see if this actually works. I'm not against it.
I mean,
they got a stable coin before Cardano.
Yeah, facts. I can't even argue that, bro. Like, Cardano has been making big promises, and it's been just dust in the wind every time, man. But I mean, this is smart in the same sense because it keeps XRP very relevant inside of a space where they haven't made any noise in the DeFi space. And we know if XRP is going to be built by the banks for the banks, they're going to have to be able to do decentralized transactions. So this was inevitable at some point. They had to do it, but I guess they were trying to, get things more squared away, but no pun intended. But now they kind of have to do it, considering that they need more capital because they got to pay these fees off, or fines, should I say, to the government. So it's interesting, but hopefully it's not going to be just built to be a cash cow, and it actually does something beneficial for the space.
Yeah, well, if they're doing a stable coin, wouldn't that mean like they're going to have like more projects built on XRPL on their network? Like, why would they also have a stable coin? Like, just to go from XRP to their stable coin doesn't really make sense,
Well, the stable coin, it sets the tone where anytime you're building a network out now, like the stable coin is going to be your lifeblood that keeps your project from being overly traded or being super manipulated. So when you have the stable coin, it gives you that ability to say, hey, we got this, we can add this into different protocols, we can add this into different platforms where, hey, you want to trade NFTs, you can also use a stable coin. Hey, you guys want to come in and build out some infrastructure projects for us in the background. Hey, use a stable coin as a way to go ahead and back it, so that way you'll have something that's collateralized inside of our network. So it gives them way more lifeblood outside of XRP just being the thing that's pushing everybody back and forth. Because when you buy and sell, it's going to fluctuate the network. That stablecoin removes all that extra, that unwanted volatility, and gives them way more stability moving forward. So I see the thought process behind it.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're just getting into DeFi now. So let's see what they do. Sologenic though might be, it's a low cap project, guys. Something to put on your watch list. Yeah. This is the DEX and the NFT marketplace. I mean, it's down bad, right? This was an airdrop.
It could be the next Gemini, not a Jupiter, if they do it right. Like, because I think, listen, the first meme coin that launches on XRP, bro, it's over. It is, bro. It's over. Like, it'll be, everybody's gonna go run it over there. I mean, they're not gonna turn it into like Solana type stuff, but the XRP army has been waiting to have something to be hype about. So yeah, they're gonna go crazy.
Yeah, and this is already on pretty much all major exchanges. This was an airdrop. So like I would watch Sologenic, guys, to be honest. It's at 14 cents. All-time high was $6.50. I mean, it's down. Do your own research on this. And yeah, let's see what happens. Let's just take a look real quick. All-time high market cap.
Yeah, I like all the coins are in circulation though. That's a good sign as well already.
Yeah, everything is pretty much maxed out. FDV, yeah, everything's maxed out. Yeah, so
it's in a good place for some growth. It's just if it gets adoption, this could be a winner for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna monitor that. And then just regarding Bitcoin from yesterday's class, I mean, Bitcoin yesterday, everybody talked about on the live analysis creating that higher low, which it did print, and now we need to see if it's gonna come up here and either bounce down and sweep these lows, or if we have enough strength to create a new high here on the 3-day. Let's delete everything here. On the 3-day, there are equal lows being formed right here. So this really does need to break and create a new high, or we could see something where it starts.
It looks just like a harmonic. It's like a whole W forming right now.
Yeah, that W needs to be broken, or we're gonna break. We need to, so
Wait,
This is a
wait,
key.
what side are you on, Mike? Let me ask you this, because are you ready for all time high? You ready for 80K, 90K? Or are you ready for 50? I need to know where you at right now. Where is your allegiance, sir?
Well, obviously, I want the market to go higher. I'm ready for, I think, altcoins. I'm okay with this thing just going sideways, to be honest. I don't really care if it does this. I think altcoins
Yeah.
will go on a run after the halving, even if Bitcoin doesn't.
Mm.
So I'm looking mainly at total market cap money is really like we haven't even broken the previous high.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like every pullback is bullet, like not just don't just randomly buy. But until we get this blow off top, and it's actually kind of cute that it's creating equal highs right here. So this is just, you guys can see that it's literally leaving we'll
Yeah.
come back eventually and just take this thing out and run. So I would be surprised though if the market cap went under 2 trillion.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I
When you just drew that little black strip down, I thought that was the candle film. Like, oh, that thing just dropped like
no, no.
crack.
I'm not that good.
I didn't
That's
even see the cursor. It just got dark. I was like, oh. I know I ain't the only one that saw that candle. Yeah, when you did that, I was like, wait a minute.
that's funny.
That thing is ready to go.
Yeah, I don't think we're going back under 2 trillion. I think we just kind of hang out here and then we just run these levels. Unemployment Friday, or tomorrow, NFP tomorrow. Um, I think we're going to see a push, and I do like what you were saying with the dollar. I do like those 80s for this next 4 years, especially if we get a Republican president.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who wins, to be honest. Just
Yeah,
better
none of us,
situation.
none of us care. None of us have a bias at all.
Kurt's about to get the mask.
I'm not. Everybody wants me to grab it. Everybody's like, here comes the mask. Everybody wants me. I'm not gonna do it. We don't have any biases. We're just no one has an agenda.
Kurt's got to stand on the to go live with like his hands up like this, like don't grab the mask, Kurt.
Right. I'm not. No one. Everyone knows that I'm not excited for anyone specific to win. Okay.
The 1 cent feedback is about to get pretty lit on this channel.
It's the fact that I have an inside joke with over 100 people on this call right now. That is so funny to me that everybody here knows when I start doing this. These are like the Trump hands when he starts explaining this stuff. Listen, you're not listening. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Mike wants the Trumpster back, baby. Everyone knows it.
Anybody new here today? Yeah, welcome. Yeah, so I mean I like this level here for DXY, potentially reverse. It's kind of traded into that level here at the bottom of that candle. See if we get this pushed down. If not, we have the ability obviously to always go higher. But yeah, I'm really targeting low 90s, and obviously, next 4 years we could easily take out all of these lows right here. I'm watching Kurt, making sure he doesn't pull out the mask.
I'm not.
And then, and then the last thing is some exchange ideas. Now, we had SoulMail actually pull back down into potential entry 2 here. This thing ran up to about 100 million market cap, pulled back. I'm just going to use a fib. Yeah, there we go. That makes sense. And this is about an 88.6. It's not on this fib level there. Yeah. Everybody drop a LOL in the chat. Oh, he's back. Kurt's back. So I think both of those presidents should use SoulMail. I think definitely Hunter should have used SoulMail as well.
And that's the Mike I know and love right there.
Maybe he wouldn't have gotten caught.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So
Hunter Biden
SoulMail's
right
back
there.
at entry 2. That's
Hunter
there we
Biden
go.
live. I got an actual photo of Hunter Biden right there. There you go. All right, I'm done. I'm out of jokes.
Yeah, this chat's either about to roast me or they're gonna laugh. So
Oh,
I'm looking
man.
at this. I like it. We had some. I wanted to actually pull this picture up here. You guys can see, obviously, people are already using, utility product. It's going to be in the new Solana phone. Now everybody sees right here where it says like the wallet address. Okay, they partnered with FIDA. You're just going to type in curtiscobain.soul and be able to email people back and forth.
That's lit.
Over here, it's a question that you guys have asked me. Do you need a Solana phone to do this? No. desktop, mobile. You don't even need the Solana phone. So pretty cool. I think the whole ecosystem is going to be super dope. There's
I can't have 3 phones, Mike, and I got to get the Solana phone because you're gonna make fun of me if I don't have the Solana phone now. Like,
you do got to get it. You got to order it with USDC on Solana.
all right, I'll grab one, but I don't want that. I don't want to have 3 phones. Kevin Gates hasn't even made that song yet. I only got 2 phones.
Well, just throw your Android or throw your iPad away that you have now. Keep the
You
iPhone.
know what? I can get rid of the iPhone. No one wants me to have this one. I can.
I mean, dude, you don't even answer it, so it's okay.
Bro, it's always on silent because I get so many messages from like what is it, WhatsApp? I mean, like a million chats right now. So this thing, and the thing with iPhone is like you can't, like, even with text messages, they come through anyway. It just vibrates even if it's on silent. It's crazy.
Yeah, iPhones, they have their own mind of their own, but it's okay. Um, Other than that, guys, yeah, look, some of you guys messaged me about like Looks Rare, like having a resurgence here. Looks Rare, like completely like has a whole new business model, and like the volume that came in at these lows was actually absurd at 5 cents. So this thing may go on may go create a new emotional cycle here. I mean, it literally hit 20 cents today almost. So if you're holding Looks Rare, see what happens. I don't know if it can get back to $1.62, but you never know. Could it 10x in this run? Projects accidentally 10x in bull market. So
Yeah.
you look at market cap, I think that would be at the previous all-time high in market cap. Yeah, it's at 166 million now. This thing had $1 billion in it. The tokenomics are actually a lot better now, thank God.
Yeah. What is the
No, it didn't. It had 200 million. No,
what?
hold on. This is not right. This is lacking.
Oh yeah, you gotta go to Max. What is the name of the platform that's like Solana's OpenSea?
Magic Eden.
Magic Eden. Magic Eden. They don't have a coin yet.
Magic Eden does have a coin.
I wonder how they're doing right now because I know with Soul being like outrageously popular right now, that thing might be jumping out the gym.
Oh no, Magic Eden does not have a coin.
Uh,
You got Magic Internet money.
oh yeah, nah.
No, they don't have a coin yet. Might be actually a good thing. Every time you get a coin, it just makes it more
Yeah, makes way
more difficult.
Yep.
But yeah, that's really. I mean, this whole market is just like, if you've been in, great, congratulations. You're getting some rewards. Make sure you look to start to exit. Things like Maker, things like Render, and then there's projects that are just lagging. I'm hearing a lot about GRT. Anybody grab GRT off of our exchange ID at 8 cents,
Mm-hmm.
7, 8 cents? I think GRT is going to $2, $3.
That's a nice pullback right there too.
GRT is in that whole D-pin category now,
Yep.
and I think GRT is about to go on a historic run here.
I did a whole breakdown of that thing. Everybody kept asking like, "What is DPIN? What is DPIN?" I'm like, they're just taking the stuff that's already been in crypto and they're giving it a category now. Like, so it just stands for decentralized physical infrastructure. So if you do something that involves physical infrastructure, whether it's storage, whether it's communications, you can have a messaging platform, like all of that kind of stuff revolves around having a certain level of physical infrastructure involved with it. Helium has miners, all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
I think it's going to be, bro, I think that's going to be bigger than gaming in this next run.
DPIN?
Yeah.
I agree. I think DPIN is gonna have. I think DPIN and real world assets are gonna go neck and neck because it's so many things in DPIN that have already been in crypto that are getting like all of this attention now because of the new labeling of DPIN. It's just it's getting people excited again. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I'm excited.
I don't think gaming is going to be as big as people are making it. I think it'll all like 3, 4, 5x. I think people will make money, but nobody has a working product. Like, who has a product here?
Yeah.
Gala owns like a bunch of games. Axie's game, yeah, but their network got hacked, so I don't know if that trust is going to be there.
Yeah.
Illuvium is probably the closest one, but from a
agree.
gaming standpoint,
I agree. I mean,
who
and
has
it's
a
also
product?
like the ease of access too. Like it's so difficult for a traditional gamer to come in and just play the game. You gotta connect the wallet. You gotta do this. You gotta have the blockchain. You gotta log in. You gotta do that. You gotta have your keys. You gotta have all. And it's like, dude, you're not making this simplistic for the user to just plug in and play the game. They can't even enjoy it because there's so many checks and balances and protocols. just to connect to the game. So yeah.
Yeah, Star Atlas is getting a lot of attention. Like even the founder of Solana tweeted them out like, "Hey, take a look at this," basically, and the price didn't move. So it's like usually when he does that, things go absolutely wild. But their game like looks incredible. But what Kurt just said is true. It's
Well,
not easy. But I think these are long term, 4 to 6 year holds. Like imagine buying Call of Duty like in the 90s before it
yeah.
launched. Like that's the type of potentiality one of these games could pop. I mean, Star Wars looks absolutely crazy.
Yeah. But here's the thing, Pete. He says you link your wallet one time. The thing is, yes, you link it one time, but when it's time to start doing transactions on that blockchain, it's not ease of access. Like there is a lot of, clicking this to verify that, to allow permission for this. Like if you're a kid and you're trying to navigate that stuff, like especially if you're losing a game and you got to double back and use real money, like it could get real bad real fast. It needs to be more simplistic. Like they need something like have you ever like played any PC games, Mike?
No.
Okay, so I'm a real full blown nerd. Okay, and I have
Real?
I have games on Steam and all that kind of stuff. You download them off the Steam platform. If crypto develops a platform similar to Steam that allows you to plug your wallet address in and it does all the back end work for you, and all you're doing is allowing permissions, it could be game over for the gaming side in crypto. But it would have to be that simplistic for you to come in and get the game through that platform. Now, if Steam decides to go blockchain and do something similar, it would be great. But it's just right now with crypto being so siloed off and all these different blockchains, whatever network that would be that Steam equivalent for crypto would have to be able to have all of those blockchains being able to be plugged into it. And this is me just brainstorming, but that would be the one thing that would really take it to the next level because Steam makes gaming on PC incredibly easy. You don't have to go to any extra websites. You go right to that
Yeah.
platform. Everything's right there. You plug your credit card, debit card, buy what you want, and then they store it there for you as well. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, that's the lot. I mean, those things are there's going to be so many categories. Like there's so many use cases for crypto. The last thing I'll bring up is SoulChat's timeline in May.
Mm.
They're saying that they're going to have a plugin into Gmail, Twitch, and Zoom.
Twitch.
So they'll be able to log into Zoom, like we're on a Zoom, me and Kurt, and there'll be a Phantom Wallet connection somehow, and that chat will be a plugin on Solana's blockchain through SoulChat.
It's the Twitch one, bro. It's the Twitch one, bro. The
Well,
Gmail's cool. The Zoom is cool. It's the Twitch plugin, bro. That's the one.
yeah,
That's the one right there because there's going to be so much more interaction with people on that platform,
sure.
sending and receiving messages, sending and receiving emails, sending and receiving money or Solana. If people say, "Oh, you just send me some Soul on Twitch," that's it. Like you have a plug-in now on Twitch. It's over, bro. People stream on there all day long, every day. So yeah, it's over.
Have you seen SoulStream? I'm not going to show it on this call, but have you gone do some research on that one?
No, bro. I try not to go into the Solana world because I don't want to give you any more credit than I've given you in the last month. Okay.
Hey, bro, you gotta
I said it out loud.
you gotta go check it out, and that one hasn't done anything yet. That one hasn't doubled.
Come
So
on, Cardano.
that you have a better luck at watching snails race than Cardano
At
going
this
a
point, yeah.
dollar. I don't know
I need
about
my
that.
Cardano phone. It ain't happening.
Yeah,
It
you
ain't happening.
probably gotta wait till XRP does a halving, and that's probably never. So,
Oh my gosh. So
yeah,
tell
it's really it
people
on
to
my
live
end.
it.
Anything else you want to share? Feel free.
And now I'm gonna just cry in my cereal and say a prayer for Charles Hoskinson because Solana at this point is just it's one of those projects where I feel like it's waiting too long to do anything, and it's definitely putting the rest of the market on notice. Like sometimes it's not always being the best; it's just being the first to market. And I feel like with Ethereum, they were first to market, and they got better over time. Solana wasn't even first to market, but they just knew how to brand it like it was an iPhone. Like Solana is phenomenal at branding. Even when they got bad press from Sam Bankman-Fried and all that stuff he did, it never affected Solana's momentum. Like, yeah, they pulled back. Yeah, they had a dip. And they rallied from $8 back to 180 right now. And I'm like, dude, Cardano, you're embarrassing me in front of company right now. I vouched for you. I said it was going to be a close race. It's not even a race anymore. You've been lapped.
Yeah. Well, talk about embarrassing. This is and it's not even about the what token this was. A trader bought $10,000 worth of, that token,
Mm-hmm.
sold it for a $5,000 loss 3 days later. This is why we like literally
What?
long-term investing. Today that would be worth 156 million. Now, he might not be able to get all of that out, but he would be able to get out probably 10, 20, 30 million. So,
Sheesh.
this is why just, long-term, everybody,
Yeah.
take profits on the way up, have a game plan.
Patience pays. I told you guys in crypto, patience is a superpower. Like people are all in a rush because they see crypto as a fast action, volatile market, and I'm like, yeah, that's true. It's granted, but that's not the strategy here. That's not the thought process of entering this. Like you don't get into this to say, oh, let me hurry up and make some money. You come here and say, hey, let me hurry up and learn as much as I can so I can navigate it properly. That's the only thing I'm telling you guys is if you want. And I said this the other day. I said if you want your crypto portfolio to blow up quickly, take your time and do it slow. That's the best advice I can give. You want your portfolio to blow up fast or blow up fast, you can't rush it. Anybody I know that comes in and says, oh, I'm going to get this stuff done in the first year. Pfft, you guys are going to be amazed by me. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Just take your time. Like, don't feel rushed. Like, this market's not going to move because you showed up. It's going to move because it's natural progression. You just got to be here to watch it so you can get the right habits in place. So the next time you see it, you're more patient, you're more intentional, you're more nuanced to your approach as opposed to just being on the outside hoping things work out. You have way more strategies. And I love the fact now that we're talking about airdrops and halvings, and now we got, all these things going on with forks happening in the market. It's like, it's so much more content that we can share with you guys. Because like for the last, 6 years, 7 years, I couldn't talk to you guys about forks and all that kind of stuff. And airdrops were no-nos. Out the gate, it was, you better not say airdrop out loud unless you're talking about iPhone. And I was like, well, you ain't got to worry about that because I don't got an iPhone. So now that we can just kick it about it, it definitely feels a lot better knowing you guys are going to be able to have so much more opportunity in this space because you're plugging in and getting all this stuff done now. It's a beautiful feeling.
Facts. Well, guys, hope you have a great session. Make sure you hit that send feedback button. Leave some feedback for Kurt. Don't talk about the mask in there. And we'll see you on the next one. Let's have a great week. Much love. See y'all soon. Hopefully, new all-time high this weekend. Peace.
Let's get it. See, I knew Mike was team all-time high. I knew it. I wanted him to say 50K. He was like, nope, all-time high. All-time high only. All right. Wait, where's my... Oh, I didn't even start off YouTube. Yeah, so, yeah, fam, from that point, I will appreciate you guys to leave a little bit of feedback from myself. Actually, go on Mike's channel, too, as well, and leave some feedback, man. I don't know if we left any feedback from Mike yesterday, but definitely show some love, man. It goes a long way with corporate. Usually when you guys leave us positive feedback, they make us do more sessions. That's usually how it goes. Like, when you guys are, like, after the sessions are over with, and you guys are, like, jumping in and leaving positive feedback and saying what you enjoyed and some of the favorite things you liked about it, like, they double back and be like, hey, y'all need to do more sessions, so we're going to give y'all another day. And you're like, okay. I guess I don't have a life. This is all I do now. So, and the thing is, you can't spam it. They know when you guys are spamming it, so it's got to be like, one per person kind of thing. You can't just be like, and another thing. Like, that's not going to count. But yeah, they definitely do appreciate you guys talking because they know most people only comment when they're bothered. So most folks that have a good time, they don't comment as much. But when you guys take the extra step to comment and tell them, what you like about it, it does make them go, oh, we need to have a conversation with Kurt and Mike and talk to them about doing more sessions throughout the week. So yeah, it's a whole thing. All right. See here. So if I give you that awesome harmonics feedback, probably so. Be like, hey, we need you to focus more on harmonics. The only reason why I haven't gone crazy on harmonics is because the market's just been doing so well that it's not going to make a huge difference. But I can do more sessions on it and kind of kick with y'all about it. So if y'all want me to kind of double down on harmonics, I can, make more of an effort on it. But I just know as of lately with the market being as volatile as it is and all the news updates coming out with crypto, I wanted to make sure I can just double down and give you guys as much information as possible on Monday. So you can just start the week off being super informed. So it sounds like you want more sessions. Not necessarily. Like I really like my schedule. I really do like my schedule. If anything, I would just double down on days if they made me do more or ask me. They can't really make me. But if they ask me to do more sessions, I would just double down, like maybe on a Wednesday and do more, or maybe like on a Thursday and do more, maybe Wednesday, because Thursday sometimes is a little rough because I have to take flights like Thursday night to get somewhere early on Friday to do events. So yeah, maybe like another Wednesday, I probably double down. So like I'll do 2 on Wednesdays, 2 on Mondays, and stuff like that. But it all depends. It all depends. All right, fam. 3-hour sessions. They won't let me do 3-hour sessions. Them days is done, man. Like the problem with the 3-hour, even the 2-hour sessions was that new students are very intimidated by sessions that go over like an hour and a half. Like it's not exciting for them to sit down and watch an hour and a half because they got stuff to do. For you guys, y'all love it because y'all like so immersed in the world now. But for a newer student, it's like, oh no, 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 I'm not sitting here for an hour and a half. I got stuff to do. So they just won't watch it. So stuff that's like an hour, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, that's more of a okay, cool, we can sit down and do that. Yeah. Let the boys spoke. Curtis want to speak it. Y'all silly, man. See here. Yeah, I mean, when they told me it made sense, it was like the first time I kind of had to be like, wow. Because I love doing 2-hour sessions. I would sit here and just talk to y'all and get it in. But then they were like, yeah, nah, after, a couple things and analysis and breaking it down and taking surveys, newer students just don't vibe with it. Older students, more tried and true, battle tested, y'all here for it. Y'all want all the smoke. New people like, nah, dog, I'm not watching that. It's my first day. I'm trying to get a 5-minute video so I know what to do. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna wrap up here. No, I did not watch X-Men. I've been looking at coins. Mike sent me some stuff that I was all interested in and got super immersed into it. So yeah. But yeah, fam, I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And I will see you guys next week on Monday. All right. It's a coin. All right. So as usual and as always, all right, stay patient, stay disciplined, and the gains will come. We out. And oh yeah. Good night, everybody. Stay blessed, family. Love you guys. Get this bag. Let's go. Let's go.